Days of Our Lives spoilers. Fiona and Sophia's twisted alliance. Sneaky little protege can't be trusted. Days of Our Lives. DOL spoilers reveal that Fiona Cook, Serena Scott Thomas, will seemingly strike up a friendship with someone surprising during a trip to the bistro. It might turn into a risky alliance that could backfire on Fiona in the end. When Sophia Choi, Madeline Keynes, was blackmailing Holly Jonas, Ashley Kuzmas, over her romance with Tate Black, Leo Howard, she forced Holly to work all her waitress shifts and hand over the money she earned. Now that Sophia no longer has leverage over Holly, DOL fans know she has to work those shifts herself. It looks like Sophia will serve as Fiona's waitress during the week of September 23 to 27, before ultimately sitting down at a table with her. Fiona may sense that Sophia likes to stir the pot and admit she sees a lot of herself in the young troublemaker. Perhaps Fiona will think back on when she was that age and tell Sophia a story or two. Whatever the case, Day's spoilers say Fiona could use a distraction from her own problems and might get Sophia to open up about her love life. Sophia might seek tips on how to win over Tate Black, Leo Howard, and get some lessons in sneaky behavior thanks to Fiona's ideas. Fiona may think the whole thing is harmless, but Sophia is someone who leaves a trail of destruction everywhere she goes. Day's spoilers say Sophia may make Fiona an ally, but she'll throw their connection right out window if she gains a selfish reason to. It's easy to imagine Sophia discovering Fiona's guilt in the hit-and-run accident at some point. As Sophia gets closer to Fiona, she might overhear Fiona talking to herself and loudly admitting her guilt as she tends to do. Sophia might play the hero with Tate and insist she can help clear his dad's name. It would score Sophia major points if she discovered Fiona was the driver and sold her out to exonerate Brady Black, Eric Martsolf. Then again, Sophia has proven that she enjoys blackmailing people to get what she wants. Holding this news over Fiona's head might be an option depending on what Fiona might give Sophia for her silence. Regardless, our day's predictions indicate that Sophia will become a sneaky little protege who can't be trusted. Fiona definitely needs to watch her back when it comes to Sophia and what she's capable of. Days of Our Lives spoilers say some curveballs are still to come as Sophia and Fiona get to know each other, so we'll bring you updates on all the drama. In the glitzy, drama-laden world of Days of Our Lives, it takes more than just charm and a pretty face to rise to power. Fiona Blake had learned that the hard way. With her sleek black hair and sharp green eyes, she built her empire on manipulation, secrets, and an uncanny ability to play both sides. But now, her once invincible throne seemed to tremble under the weight of a new threat. Sophia Caldwell, her too eager, too ambitious protege. Sophia had appeared in Fiona's life like a breath of fresh air, a young, ambitious woman with a wicked smile and a mind that worked as fast as a blade. Fiona had seen something of herself in Sophia. Maybe that's why she took the young woman under her wing, guiding her through Salem's labyrinthine power struggles with a careful hand. Together, they'd spun webs of deceit and charm, taking down anyone who stood in their way. But as Fiona now looked across the room at Sophia, who was seated with her legs crossed in front of the roaring fire, she couldn't shake the nagging feeling that she had made a colossal mistake. There was something dangerous in the way Sophia's eyes flickered with excitement when they discussed their plans, something too eager in her willingness to get her hands dirty. Fiona had taught her well, perhaps too well. It had started innocently enough. Fiona had needed someone younger, someone the Salem elite wouldn't see coming. Sophia had been perfect for the role. Her innocence was her greatest weapon, and with Fiona pulling the strings behind the scenes, they had taken control of everything. Social circles, business deals, even romantic entanglements. No one in Salem moved without Fiona and Sophia knowing. But lately, Fiona had noticed a shift. Sophia wasn't asking for advice anymore. She was making decisions. Little by little, Fiona saw her young prodigy slipping out of her grasp. And worse, Sophia was starting to act on her own, making deals that Fiona hadn't approved of, deals that didn't just serve their alliance, but benefited Sophia alone. Do you ever wonder, Fiona? Sophia's voice cut through the silence, low and honeyed. What will happen when we've won? when we've beaten everyone? Fiona raised an eyebrow, carefully masking her unease. You're getting ahead of yourself, Sophia. We haven't won anything yet. Sophia's smile was slow, deliberate. Haven't we? Look around, Fiona. Salem is ours. Fiona didn't respond immediately. She sipped her glass of wine, buying herself a moment to think. She knew what Sophia was doing, testing the waters, probing for weakness. But Fiona had survived in this game for far too long to be easily outmaneuvered. She would let Sophia play her little game, for now. Power is a delicate thing, Fiona finally said, her tone calm but edged with warning. One wrong move, and it all comes crashing down. Sophia uncrossed her legs and stood, walking slowly toward Fiona. Is that what you're worried about? That I'll make a wrong move? Fiona met Sophia's gaze, green eyes flashing with a warning of their own. I'm worried about what happens when the apprentice thinks she's outgrown the master. For a moment, silence filled the room, heavy with unspoken tension. Then, Sophia's lips curled into that same wicked smile that had charmed Fiona in the beginning. But now, it only made her uneasy. Don't worry, Fiona, Sophia said softly, her voice like silk. I'm still learning from the best. But Fiona wasn't convinced. She had seen the subtle shifts in loyalty, the whispers that had reached her ears from unexpected sources. Sophia had been meeting with some of Salem's most dangerous players behind her back, spinning her own webs of deceit. And while Fiona had taught Sophia everything she knew, the young woman had a gift for cruelty that even Fiona hadn't anticipated. Fiona rose from her chair, her movements slow and deliberate. Let's not forget who brought you into this world, Sophia. Sophia's smile never wavered. And let's not forget who's going to take it over. As Sophia walked away, her footsteps echoing against the marble floor, Fiona felt a shiver of dread crawl up her spine. She had created a monster. And now that monster was ready to devour her. But Fiona wasn't about to let that happen. The next few days were a whirlwind of planning. Fiona had built her empire by being one step ahead of everyone, and she wasn't about to let her prodigy destroy everything she had worked for. She called in favors, strengthened old alliances, and planted seeds of doubt about Sophia in the minds of their most trusted allies. But it wasn't enough. Sophia was always one step ahead, her schemes more twisted, her alliances stronger than Fiona had realized. It became clear that this wasn't just a power struggle, it was a war. And in this war, only one of them could come out alive. The final confrontation came sooner than Fiona had expected. They met at the old Caldwell estate, the place where they had forged their alliance so long ago. Now it felt more like a battlefield. I gave you everything, Fiona said, her voice cold, her eyes sharp as daggers. And this is how you repay me? Sophia shrugged, unbothered by the accusation. You gave me the tools, Fiona. I just decided to use them better. Fiona stepped closer, her fists clenched at her sides. You've betrayed me. Sophia tilted her head, her smile infuriatingly smug. I've outgrown you. In that moment, Fiona realized that this wasn't just about power for Sophia, it was personal. The young woman wanted to prove that she was better, smarter, more ruthless than Fiona ever had been, and maybe she was. But Fiona had one last card to play. With a cold smile, she pulled a small envelope from her coat pocket and handed it to Sophia. You think you've won? Think again. Sophia's confident smirk faltered as she opened the envelope, her eyes scanning the contents. Whatever was inside drained the color from her face. This can't be real, Sophia stammered. Fiona's smile widened. Oh, it is. And if you ever think about crossing me again, it'll be the end of you. As Fiona turned to leave, she felt a strange mix of satisfaction and regret. She had created Sophia, molded her into the perfect weapon. But now, that weapon was too dangerous to control. One thing was certain, this wasn't over. Not by a long shot. In the twisted world of Salem, alliances might shift, but the game never truly ended.